Hello, friends. Hello, and welcome back to Grimsgate. You heard correctly. Yes. I've seen a few comments saying, asking what happened to Grimsgate, and don't stress about it. It's right here. As you guys know, I was very busy with building Atlantica and travel. There's just a lot of things. But one thing you gotta know is that I never leave. I never leave a man down. So every project I have will mostly be made and published to the workshop. So do not worry about that. Okay? Anyways, unfortunately, I am all by myself today. It is very difficult for me and Kevin these days to find recording, since we also like 8-9 hours difference. So whenever I go to bed, he's pretty much has his day started somewhere or another. So it is very difficult for us. But since I am traveling and I really wanted this video to go out while I'm gone, because this is actually something I did. We have to go a few weeks back. It's been postponed a bit, as just told you guys, with the whole finding time to sit and record when we have these sort of different time differences. So you are stuck with me today, but fear no more. What I'm doing today is that we are going back to the Grimlock manor. Yes. The Grimlock manor has been pretty empty. It's just been dusting up for a while since we started it, and I haven't really got a chance to do what I actually wanted to do in here. Besides, you know, some stairways and stuff like that. So what I'm doing today is that we are making Mr. Grimlock's main office. Yes. And as you guys know, I am a sucker for these sort of like interiors, and like I love Dishonored. I loved like what are they called? Well, yeah, for BioShock, all those games where like the interior and all that really makes a big difference to your surroundings. And since I've always wanted to make like a big, nice office for Mr. Grimlock, I feel like how of a nice moment it is not to come back and then build like a nice, fully fledged interior for this guy here. So what you see me do here in the start is that I'm pretty much just lining up the things I want. As you can see, it's gonna be very big with these like bookcases and etc. And we're gonna try and make it look very pretty. Like I'm really trying to make this feel like when you walk into this office, you can see that this guy, he doesn't need anything. He is the like le boss of the Grimsgate, you know. And I want that to like be a big part of this whole office that we're making for him here. So I'm actually trying also, because when I built this, I didn't really expect to build so much interior inside, you know. So a lot of the things from the exterior are like poking through the walls, as you kind of like can see somewhere. So I had to like find ways to kind of like make things look right and proper with each other. And with a little bit of challenge and stuff, I feel like we kind of got to a very nice look of it all here. As you can see, I'm really trying to make it look nice, so we're not missing anything. Really make it polished and clean, so we don't leave anything behind here. And main thing with this was to have this office as its main thing. So we'll have a lot of books. We will have like some bottles of whiskey, maybe some wine and mead, whatever this guy drinks, right? And then we'll just make it feel like with some antiques, like really feel like, as I say, you can see that this guy is wealthy and he doesn't have a problem with anything, pretty much. And the more we were actually gonna make this a small like dog ride, but not really in that sense, but more like a museum type of ride, where on the first floor you will kind of like be taken around. But the more I kind of thought about it, I was like, yeah, it seems a little bit out of how do you say, out of point to have that thing in here. So I think maybe we'll just end up closing off some parts of the manor and not do anything, and then just have like, as you can see here, like this office, and maybe like the foyer, kind of like just to as something, so the manor is not completely empty, but we just kind of like close off the rest. We also need the atrium, obviously, on the right side of the manor, which we're also gonna do something for. But my main part here is that I just wanted to have like this super Victorian, steampunky kind of interior, you know, like we see in all these like super awesome games, as I just mentioned, like BioShock, Dishonored. There's so many cool interiors you can do, and with ThemeMaker Toolkit and like what Kevin made and what I try to find to do this is it's just freaking amazing. Like I am, and I'm really happy for this interior. Like I think I keep on saying this, but it's also because it's way different styles of interior I'm doing, you know. So, but Victorian and like office wise, I think this I'm doing today will 100% be one of my best interior works to date that I've done. I'm also curious, do you guys want a top 10 video of my personal favorite builds I did in Zoo and Planet Coaster? If you want to do that, let me know down below, and I'll try see if I can make a few videos of some of my builds I've done through time playing Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. Anyways, as you can see here, this is gonna be like an enclosed kind of section. You can see like it's more of a little like a little glass locker kind of thing, where we try to like have this super nice window frame, and then we add a few knobs on it to make it feel like you can actually open it. And then after that, behind it, we're gonna put in some books, some bottles, all that kind of things to make it feel like it has some value, like they are in this cabinet because they have some value to it. Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have it in these sort of cabinets and etc. And it also just gives a lot of just a nice vibe to it, as you can see here already, right? Like as soon as we get everything mixed together, the bookcases in the like behind the wall and like the wall in front, like everything just makes a lot of sense here, and I'm really happy for how this turned out, because I was just trying to wing it, honestly. I didn't really know where I was going first. I just wanted to make an office, and then after that everything kind of like just took off. Like here with the stained glass, I feel like I wanted to add like a little bit of another feeling to the sides of this, so it just had like a pattern. So I just added these stained glass or this gemstone here, kind of like to make it feel more of a stained glass window, but still not, right? Some ThemeMaker Toolkit handles here, and then like you kind of like have this above and below, and I'm loving it. So of course I've cut out a lot of stuff where I put in all the books and etc., because it's tedious and you don't want to see me place 200 books or something, you know, like there's no need to do that. So you'll see a few cuts once in a while, just to make things easier for you guys, so you don't have to like watch me struggle with all the books and etc. that we do here. So I'm doing a little desk here. This is going to be his personal desk, right? So I'm trying to make it custom, and yes, I'm using the ThemeMaker Toolkit trash here, which is it kind of worked for what I wanted to have them to work for. And then afterwards, I'm kind of like just trying to divide each section here in this office to see where does thing look good and where doesn't it. Like we obviously have a lot of plans of like cinematics and etc. when it comes to Grimsgate. That's also why we're doing all these interiors, because we kind of want to represent it as a whole new, like it's a world, you know, like kind of like Black Mire is. It's not really a park, it's more of a world, you know, that we want everyone to explore. So there will also be a few Easter eggs, and maybe, as I say, I'm not completely saying that we will only do this around the manor, but this will probably be the most detailed room in the manor, and I'm totally fine with that, since this is his office. This is what represents what the park is made of, Mr. Grimsgate or Mr. Grimlock. So it's really just nice to see and have a vibe that actually like just explains and kind of like tells a story at the same time. Like you look into this room and like it tells tons of stuff to you, you know, like you have like all these artifacts, you have like books of like every types of the world languages, like literature, novels, like all those kind of things, right? So I just really want to make it feel like, as I said in the start, like that wealthy and this guy is smart, you know. And the more I kind of add into this whole office section here, the more I really like it. Like I am as I said to you, I was really just trying to wing a lot of things and trying to like mix things together. As you can see here in the background, like there are a few things I try and I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work very well. So I'm really digging how everything works here, and I do end up moving a few things here and there. As you can see here, like I'm not really feeling where I place some of the things, so I move them back and forth until I'm kind of like super satisfied with it. And I am grateful for all the Theme Maker Toolkit pieces that we have, because otherwise I would not have been able to make this interior look this damn good, to be fair. And I also changing the windows, so it'll actually be see-through windows, so you can look through them as well. And you get like, I'm just trying to make it super cool. And I have like this super cool idea of having like rain coming outside of the windows for like some cinematic shots and etc. when we have to showcase the part. I think that's gonna be really cool, and that's also kind of like what we're trying to create all the way around Grimsgate. We want to make like these iconic, like awesome scenes that could literally tell a story, or maybe not even look like Planko when it comes to it. Like that's mainly my goal these days, is to build something that you where people are, it's difficult to see if this is actually a building game or is it from a game, and that's really what I'm striving for. I'm striving for all my parks, especially Black Mire, Grimsgate, and maybe even Atlantica that I just finished. But that's more of a theme park actually. So, but yeah, as you can see here, doing some custom windows and also adding a little bit of decals on them, so we kind of like get a little bit more of a dirty windows, and I really like that effect. I don't know why I didn't think about that before or in the past. But putting decals on the windows kind of gives them this super, like, dirty vibe. So that's something for you guys there. If you did not know that that was actually a thing. So as I told you with the whole story thing, there's a lot of things going on in Grimsgate, and you guys will eventually get a lore. And me and Kevin are also working pretty much to like just polish up the whole dog ride situation we have, because the dog ride itself, like Q. Interior station, as you guys have seen in the previous videos, are pretty much done, right? So, and that's what we really love about this project, is that we are so far ahead now with the dock right now that we can actually just look in and focus a little bit more on the story, on like the whole content of the dock ride. We do have kind of like where we want to go with everything, but we need like more of a little like the scripts and just like some narrators, voice actors and stuff like that. So we're getting there very close, obviously, but Kevin also is kind of busy lately as well, so but we will get there, and don't worry, Grimsgate will not just stop. We will finish this this part here, so you guys do not have to worry. But as you can see in the background here now, like a lot of things are slowly happening. Like I'm starting to add like tons of clutter, tons of things for like office wise, like a fire little fireplace where I added a few pictures. I took this nice Theme Maker Toolkit wall. I don't really know who made it, but it's really cool. I love it. And now I'm just literally just looking through a lot of Theme Maker Toolkit folder here, just to see if there is anything whatsoever that could be of interest to kind of like add into his library here. You can see I also put like this little statue of a warrior, and now we're adding some whiskey bottles, or rum actually. And just having a few things close to him, so he can kind of like, flex a little bit in front of whoever comes to his office, or offer them something to drink, But I'm really happy for just how this entire office looked like. Cinematics are mostly in nighttime, because that is mainly where it just pops up and just looks amazing. And I do like, just when I was kind of like building here, I just got ideas all the time to what I could do to make it look better, and it's just nice when you get to that part where just whatever you kind of do, you're just fine with it, everything you do just makes everything better. And that's what I freaking love about this game specifically. And also just if you hit like that groove where everything just turns out to be nice, and I had that feeling with this build here, like I felt like whatever I kind of did or added, it would just only make it better. And here we don't have any peace count. We don't really care about that. So it was just to kind of like do it. So I'm kind of like just trying to redecorate the fireplace here just a little bit, you know, to get it a little bit of extra charm. Because I don't really like the first one. It's kind of like boring, you know. So what we're doing here is just making it look pretty. Just a little custom fireplace. And then we're gonna move over to add a little bit more things around the office here. We're gonna add things inside the two glass cabinets if you saw me build, and then we kind of like have to slowly add some lighting and do all the things that we need to do to call this finished. But yeah, I didn't really think that I would have a whole video dedicated to Grimlock's office, but the more I look at it, and I'm like, you know what, it deserves that. It deserves a nice video. As you can see here, it's really starting to look good now. We're adding some scripts, some newspapers that feels like documents, you know, some books, and then the glass cabinets we have a few rum bottles and even more books. And you know, we're trying to make it look all fancy. So yeah, and you can only imagine how things are gonna look with the lighting in here as well. It's just gonna look extremely good, and I really dig that. So I was struggling a little bit on the left side here, because this is where we had like, there's like this door that goes outside. So I was kind of like I didn't really know what I was gonna do. If was I gonna keep the door, trying to make it like actually functioning, or should I just make like a fake door? You know, there's so many options for what I could do, but I just kind of kept it like just close it in and kind of like feel like it was like more of an open window, more like an open door. So I'm kind of okay with it. And then of course we need a few pipes inside this room too, because otherwise it just doesn't feel right. So adding the doors here on the side, so people, whenever you actually enter the manor, you will actually be able to go inside here. There's actually a pathing going in here. And we will obviously just make doors, but people will just eventually walk through them, or you can just peek through the glass doors that we're adding. And then after that, we're adding some trim pieces on the top and just trying to like incorporate this door to the wall, to the whole office here. As you can see here, we're a little bit too far out with the pieces here. So I'm trying to make it look super nice. And then afterwards I changed the wall, as you can see here, because it didn't pop out right, and I kind of wanted everything to be synced properly and completely aligned. So having that little hole there kind of annoyed me. So I was like, you know what, let's just add one more bookshelf over here next to his kind of like sort of artifacts and stuff that he found. So yeah, we are actually pretty close to finish this this build here, guys. The build itself is completely done. I will never be able or have to go in here and add anything. As I say, maybe we'll work on the whole lobby area where we have those twisted stairs that goes on top. But besides that, we'll just kind of see how it goes from there, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much what we do. That's the game for today, friends. I really hope you enjoy this video, guys. It's been a while since Grimsgate have been, but you have to fear no more. Grimsgate will be back fully when I get back from vacation, and we will finish this bad boy very soon, guys. Do not worry about it. The last windows here, as I said, you guys can see here we have this open window. So I was like, what do I do to make it feel like it's part of the office but not closing it in? So I just did the kind of like the same thing, covered it up with some trim pieces, added this awesome window curtain here. I don't know who made it, but it just fits perfect in here. So appreciate that. And after that, we're just adding a few more, we're adding actually some stairs, a little bit of more clutter, and then the build itself is actually done, guys. As you can see here, the outside still needs a little bit of love too, but that's something we can do eventually when we get that further into the build, the whole manor situation. But yeah, that's pretty much what we had for today, friends. I personally really love how this turned out, and I hope you do too. Let me know, guys, down below what you think of this interior, and yeah, I hope we will see you in our next Grimsgate video, where Kevin obviously will be joining us. And then I don't know what actually will be built on in next Grimsgate video. Exciting times, exciting times. But yeah, guys, enjoy your day. Leave a like if you think it deserves it. Join the Discord if you want to be part of an amazing community, because we are just amazing. Anyways, enjoy the cinematics, and I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye bye.